Hey guys, so today I am thinking about doing like a 90s kind of tutorial, 90s inspired tutorial. I did want to use my brand new Morphe palette. I got the Morphe 35, I believe it's the 35k palette, and oh my goodness, these colors are everything. They're just really beautiful, just like, I don't know, just really perfect, like neutrals and some cooler tones up here, but I don't know, they're just so pretty. I haven't used this palette yet. I got it like a week ago, so I've been dying to use it, but I wanted to use it first for a tutorial, and I figured these colors were perfect for like kind of a 90s theme one. And I just love the 90s. I mean, let's get real. I actually was born in 90, so yeah, I'm getting old. I'm just so excited to use these. I actually just cannot wait. I swatched like one of the colors just to see how pigmented they were, and oh my gosh, just so beautiful. Also got a whole bunch of new brushes that I just still haven't used. They're these beauties. Oh, I'm dropping some. Just got some of these, and oh my gosh, I keep fucking dropping them. The point is, I got like, I don't know, like 13 or so new brushes, and oh my gosh, I'm so excited. They're all cleaned, they're ready to be used, and I wanted to use them in a tutorial first. So this is kind of like my first impression of Morphe. I'm sorry, is it Morphe or Morphe? I don't know. If I keep saying Morphe and it's Morphe, whatever, you know what I'm talking about. I just guess I'll just get right into it. Yeah, I'm really excited to use this stuff, so let's get started. So first, I'm just going to prime with my Maybelline Master Prime Blurr+Illuminate, and it's really moisturizing too. So if you're having like a really dry skin day or whatever, I would recommend using this because it feels like just really nice. Not like super oily or cakey, but it just feels really nice and soft and smooth on the skin. Alright, so for foundation today, I'm going to be using my Hello Flawless by Benefit, and the shade I have is Ivory. And alright, so I'm going to use my first new brush. It's the Morphe M439, and this is just like a buffer brush. Sorry if my face is coming off a little pink. I put some treatment on last night just because I had like a random breakout on my cheeks, and I normally don't break out on my cheeks, so I panicked and I put a lot on. And I woke up this morning and I had just like a big red spot, but hey, my breakout went away. So far, I'm really liking this brush. It's making everything like just kind of even, and it's really, really soft. I'm just gonna put a little bit more on my cheeks just to help cover up a little bit more redness. I'm still a little red, but I don't want to keep piling product on my face, but it's okay, I still have concealer to do. And for my concealer, I'm going to be using my Maybelline FIT Me Concealer, and this is the shade 15 Fair. It's like pretty light, but it works for brightening up under my eyes and stuff. I love this concealer. It blends so well. I've seen people on Instagram say that this is like a dupe for the Nars, I think it's called like creamy concealer or something like that, the Nars concealer. And then I think I even saw one saying that it's like a dupe for Urban Decay's Naked concealer, so something to consider. This stuff is really awesome. I'm just using my beauty blend, or my Real Techniques blender to blend it out. Ew, looks really gross on camera. I should probably wash this. It's actually not even that dirty, I just washed it. So I'm just gonna set my under eye concealer with my E.L.F HD under eye setting powder. So I'm just dusting that on. Okay, and then I'm going to set the rest of it with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Contouring Palette, my powder palette. And I'm just gonna mix the two colors here and here, the yellow and the like light pink one. I'm just gonna set that just where, like right under where I put that E.L.F powder. Then I'm just going to go in with my IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores loose powder. I'm just going to tap that into where I have like just more noticeable pores, and I'm just going to start by using a little like puff that comes with it. So So I'm just putting that around my nose, my chin, and then just like my cheeks here. Okay, and then I'm just taking a face brush and just patting that out. And then going in with my Rimmel Stay Matte powder, I'm just going to set the rest of my foundation using that same brush. Okay, and now I'm going to contour, and I want to use some new brushes that I got. So I'm going to contour again with my Anastasia contour kit, and I'm going to be using these two colors up here. And I'm going to use my new Morphe brush, M557 and then M438, and these are both just kind of like, I believe these are both contouring brushes. So I'm going to go in with the M438, so this one, the little more pointed one, and I'm gonna see what kind of damage I can do with that. Ooh, that's intense. So I'm just gonna buff that out a little bit with the M557 brush. Oh, these brushes are so soft. It's gonna take some practice. I am not used to using a pointed brush for contouring, but I like how it's more precise. It's a little more easy to draw a more like, not a sharper line, but just like more distinct line. Okay, I'm gonna stop there, just in the interest of not screwing it up, because I know the more I try to fix it, the worse it'll get. So now I'm going to bronze. Okay, so for bronzer, I'm going to be using my NYXTerra Cotta, and it's just this really pretty kind of like coppery bronze. I don't know, it's so pretty, and I'm going to use it. And I'm going to use it with my new Morphe B27 brush. I believe this is a bronzing brush. It's kind of like just a buffer. It's a natural hair, so a natural hair brush, so it's a little more stiff than like a lot of synthetic ones. So let's see how it goes. It's gonna be putting that on. I'm blending that down into my contour. Oh wow, this is packing some punch here. I'm gonna have to buff this out a little bit. So I'm going to just be using the same powder brush from earlier, and I'm just gonna blend it in a little bit so it's not so like harsh looking. So I just look like I have a nice sun-kissed glow. So I'm actually going to contour my nose now. I almost forgot to do that. So using this little doe foot brush, I'm just going to use my contour kit. I'm just going to use this like taupe color here. I think this one's called Fawn, and I'm just going to lightly contour down the sides of my nose. I bring it up kind of just like where the curve goes like into my brow bone, and then I'll just bring it along the side of the upper edge. I'm just gonna blend that out a little bit so I don't have harsh contour lines all over my face. Okay, so now I'm gonna work on my brows. First, I'm gonna just tint my eyebrows with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pen. And just kind of very lightly draw in just a little bit, just to give it a little bit of a tint. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with my Dipbrow pomade, and the shade I use is soft brown, and I'm just going to kind of outline the general shape. I'm not making them too thick, but I still want them to be a bit more like refined, a bit more neat. So I'm using my NYX NYX Micro Brow Pencil, and it's just a super thin one. I think this is kind of like a dupe for the Anastasia one. So I'm just sharpening the line underneath my eyebrow. What is happening right now? They're just getting thicker and thicker. So I'm just gonna set that all with my NYX Tinted Brow Gel and just help fill that in a little bit more so they're not quite as patchy. So now I'm going to prime my eyelids. I'm just going to be using my E.L.F. Like eye primer stick. And just tap tapping that out. And then I'm just going to be setting that with my E.L.F. HD Under Eye Setting Powder again. On to the eyeshadow. I'm so excited. How do I choose? Ooh, I like this one. I'm gonna go with this one in the corner here. Okay, so I'm going to use the Morphe G24. It's just kind of a nice blending, fluffy kind of brush. And I'm going to, like I said, be using the shade as my transition shade. And I'm just going to put this right kind of like over my crease. My eyes are a little bit hooded, so just like over the crease and just kind of like right under the brow bone. Alright, so like I have like a basic shape here. I'm just going to take like a clean fluffy brush to kind of diffuse the line so it's not quite as stark against my eyelid. This just helps make the lines look a bit more smooth, and it just helps blend them out a little bit more. Okay, so now, because I'm gonna go for like, I think a darker, kind of like smokier look. I probably should have done this part first, but whatever. I'm gonna go in with this NYC waterproof eyeshadow stick, and I'm just gonna use this as a base so my eyelids are nice and dark for the eyeshadows that I put on top. And I'm just taking a small like eyeshadow brush, and then I'm just blending that out a little bit. So now that I have that base down, I'm actually going to work on my lid color, and I think I'm going to go with this color right here. It's kind of like a reddish brown, so I think that'll be a good lid color. And I'm going in with my new Morphe B83 small eyeshadow brush, and that I'm just going to use that to pack it onto my eyelid, all over that black color that we just put on. And like a lot of 90s looks, because it was kind of like the grunge era, their looks were kind of like, they almost like slept in them. Like they weren't perfectly neat all the time. So this is probably going to look a little bit undone, but still like nice and smoked out. And just see how like dark that is, that black base. Ugh. So I'm going to be using my Morphe B81 brush, and it's another kind of like blending brush like the one I used for the first transition color, but I think this one's a little bit, it's not as dense, so it can kind of get in the crease a little bit more. And let's see, what color should I use? I think I'll use this color right here to stack over that dark color. And just blend that out. And just blend that up into the first transition shade we used. So everything is nice and seamless. Woo! And now I'm just going to go in with the first brush we used and the same color, the first color we used, just to help blend it all together. Okay, so now I'm just going to bring that black pencil, and I'm going to do just under my eyes too. Just kind of like right in my lash line. And I'm just going to blend it out with the same brush so it looks nice and smoky. Okay, and then I'm just going to be using that small eyeshadow brush again and just packing on that same lid color. And I'm only going to do it on the outer half right here. And then taking my new Morphe, let's see, M514 brush, just kind of like a thin, kind of like detail brush. Let's see if you can see it. I'm just going to use this to help kind of blend out the bottom eyeshadow. Just diffuse it a bit, but also smoke it out. I'm just going to kind of use whatever's left on this brush and help blend the upper lid to my bottom lash line. And using that same small eyeshadow brush, I'm actually going to go in with this black right here, and I'm just going to work that into my outer corner. I'm just going to blot it on the outside corner and then just blend it into the rest of the eyeshadow. It just deepens up the eyes a little bit more. And let's face it, some of those grungy looks, their eyes look pretty damn deep. And you can make this look a lot less smoky. You don't have to blend it out so far, but this is a 90s look, so we're kind of making it grungy. I love a good grunge look. Okay, so I think I'm gonna stop there with the eyeshadow. I'm going to go in with my NYX Wonder Pencil, which is almost gone. And I'm just going to line my waterline just so my eyes don't look super closed in with all this dark makeup. Just kind of opens them up a little bit more. That's a little better. Okay, so using this is a BH Cosmetics, the 103 brush. I'm just using this flat, kind of like eyeshadow brush, and I'm just going to go in with this color right here. Can you see it? It's just kind of a nice shimmery, like neutral color, and I'm just going to put that right on my brow bone. Now that we have a healthy dose of coon eyes, I'm going to blush up a little bit. And the color I'm going to use is Sin by Nars, and it's just, such a pretty color. And I'm actually going to use my new Morphe M427 brush, and it's a duo fiber blush brush. I'm just gonna blend that into my cheeks and down into the contour. Ooh, I went a little heavy-handed on that brush. Just patting that down a little bit with my face brush. So highlighting wasn't really big in the 90s, but I'm going to highlight anyway just because I'm going to. So I'm taking my NYX Strobe palette, and I'm going to use this purpley kind of color here. And no, it doesn't show up like that color, so it's gonna be okay, just relax. I'm actually going to use my new Morphe brush. It's the M501. And see how this works for highlighting. Beautifully. Okay, so now I'm going to do mascara, and this is my least favorite part because I will get it everywhere. I'm going in with my Maybelline Colossal Cliniques, I don't know, but it's this one, this mascara. And I'm just layering. I'm just gonna be taking this onto my eyelashes. Okay, so before I touch up that mascara that I got all over my eyes, I'm gonna let it dry first. So while I'm letting that dry, I'm going to do my lipstick now. Okay, so for a lip liner, it's only fitting that I use Urban Decay's 1993. So I'm gonna line my lips with this. Okay, and once I have like just kind of a basic outline for my lips, I'm going to go in with NYX Lip Lingerie, and this color is called, I believe, yeah, Corset. This is like a perfect like light 90s shade. Alright guys, so that's the finished look. So it's kind of 90s, a little grungy, it's totally bold. So I mean, this might not necessarily be like a daytime look for all of you, but like I said, I love bold anything, so I'm totally wearing this out of the house today. So anyways, if you like this, give me a thumbs up, and please don't be shy and just subscribe, because I would really like some more subscribers. So anyway, thanks for watching. Bye!